Amy Wells, principal at Clear Creek Elementary. This is my third year as the principal. And so when I think about our school's strengths, there are really three really important things that come to mind. The first is we believe really strongly in ensuring the learning of both students and teachers. So one of our strengths is being a true professional learning community, from learning in the classroom to learning as adults. I think the second thing that is a strength of ours is working on building relationships with students, relationships with families, and relationships with each other. When you can have good professional working relationships, you can do hard things well. And then the third thing I think is we're really working to cultivate our students' identities as mathematicians, as readers, as writers, as learners really. We want them to really take on the identity of lifelong learning, which is our motto, but cultivating that at an early age where that natural curiosity and desire to learn holds all the way through school. What are our opportunities for growth? We have really one significant focus for growth, and that is helping every student reach proficiency and ensuring that every child learns and grows every year. And that's our area of growth, and we're very focused on it. What is our focus as a school? We talk regularly about doing the work that matters. And one of the things that I try never to lose sight of as a leader is that the most important work that happens inside a school system is within the four walls of the classroom. And so we talk a lot about doing the work that matters is the work that's happening in the classroom. And the way that we focus on that is with the questions we ask, the tasks we give, and the responses we accept. And we've been talking about that since I arrived, and we're going to talk about that till I'm no longer here, because that's really what matters, is ensuring that kids are learning. I think the other thing is really implementing a consistent and cohesive curriculum. There was not curricular cohesion when I got there. There was curricular confusion. And so we have some new resources for teachers to learn from. And our goal is to ensure that the path a child enters in kindergarten continues all the way through fifth grade cohesively using the same strategies and the same curriculum. Next question is, what do you hope to accomplish by the end of next school year? And I think there's really three important things that we're hoping to accomplish. The first is very specific. It's around common collaborative assessments in order to progress monitor children to ensure that students are moving towards proficiency. So teachers have put in an assessment mapping system over the summer, and we're monitoring that now to look at student growth. We also really want to focus on increasing the achievement of our students, and that's the purpose of the assessment mapping. And then the last one is, we know that the thing that makes the biggest difference in any classroom is the teacher, the efficacy and the confidence the teacher has to make a difference. And so building the capacity of our teachers through ongoing professional learning is also a big area of focus. A 2-year cycle as a part of our School Improvement Funds grant from our KDE academic audit, we're using that to build the capacity of our teachers. And then the last question that was asked is, what makes me the most proud? I get emotional just thinking about that. But I think what makes me the most proud is we're really a team. I think that culture has changed at Clear Creek Elementary, and so we recognize that leadership is shared, that responsibility is shared, that we can accomplish difficult things when we lean on one another. So I'm really proud of that. And then I think another thing that we've really tried to work on is understanding that progress is not perfection, that it doesn't happen quickly. We talk about running a sprint versus running a marathon, and when you're trying to change the trajectory of a school and of students' lives, it takes time, and it requires preparing for a marathon, not a sprint. And I have to remind myself of that regularly. And then the last is we really try to talk about what matters most. And what matters most is that students are prepared to be successful outside of school. And we can sometimes get really focused on being good at school and what the measures are about school. But ultimately, our job is to ensure that students have a passion to be successful in when they leave school. And so we stay really focused on that, and I'm proud of that.